travelers and immigrants to Neverwinter Nights 2, an RPG game that I got from goodoldgames.com, GOG Games. I will put a link to the website in the description below. And we will be playing as a drow swashbuckler of the name of Elliot Strongheart. When he was a child and learned of his mother's demise, he sought to become a member of the Militia, the men and women who protect West Harbor. Elliot is one of the best duelists the Militia has seen, but despite his skills, he has not once won the Harvest Festival. But with the festival coming up, he and his friends Bevel and Amy seek to win the festival before they reach the age they can no longer compete. As it says in our little lore here that I just made up through together, completely rough, we are members of the Militia. We have no deity. Our stats are 12 Strength, 18 Dexterity, 12 Constitution, 18 Intelligence, 10 Wisdom, and 10 Charisma. Those of you who know what those stats mean, yes, those are pretty average stats for a drow, considering drows get a +2 to Dexterity, Intelligence, and Charisma modifiers, but a -2 to Constitution, as do all elves. People who have no idea what this means Strength means I can carry more and hit harder with melee weapons. Dexterity means I can dodge more, hit with ranged weaponry, or in the case of a swashbuckler, hit more often instead of using strength. Constitution affects the fortitude modifier if I'm not mistaken, and it determines how much health you have. Intelligence, how many skills you got. Wisdom, pretty much your will modifier. And charisma. Now all these affect skills in one way or another, which I will be telling you guys as we go through the game, but right now, let's confirm our character. Push star to switch between the different play modes. Why did I read styles there? This is completely
so many years ago today. Ah, my foster son is up and dressed, I see. Today is the High Harvest Fair, and the West Harbor Village Council requires me to man the archery competition. The human need to celebrate Remembrance Days baffles me, but at least something productive may come of it. The merchant Galen is here. He'll want my furs, as he usually does. Coins can be useful in getting by. This past season has been a hard one for both tilled fields and wildlands. While I attend to the archery contest, I will need you to deal with the merchant. Fetch my furs from the chest. Over by the painting.
Yes, Father. Now let's disable pop-ups because I already know what we're doing. If you you can change the camera angle by doing this, or by holding middle mouse, which I find that to be better, but we have some abilities here. Racial spell light, see invisibility, see darkness. Now let's go look at Dagon's chest. Dagon's furs, I will take that. Now let's talk to him.
I see you have the furs. Galen has probably set up his tent on the village green. He'll be enjoying the fair with the rest of the townsfolk. Last season, I asked him to bring a duskwood bow to trade. Sell him the furs and use the coins it gives you to purchase the bow. Your friends await you at the bridge. I suppose you're anxious to see the fair. But don't forget to trade with Galen.
Alright. Now this whole game is pretty much voiced in those cinematics. It's voice acted. Blah, blah. Why am I having such a hard time talking today? I have no idea why. Such a beautiful game, I've got to admit. Use an Neverwinter Nights 2 toolset to create your own adventures for friends to enjoy. Maybe I will do that. Who knows, but I might. Oh, don't zoom in, no! There we go, my mouse wheel is pretty broken. Whoa.
There you are. Come on, the fair's already started.
It's the biggest fair in years. There's folk in from all the outlying farms, and even a few from outside the mare. That means a big audience.
A big audience, all cheering for us. This year's our last chance to compete for the Harvest Cup. Our last chance to win.
What's the competition look like?
The Mossfelds won both their matches in the Harvest Brawl. They'll be tough to beat, but Amy's bound to win the Tourney of Talent for us.
I convinced Tarmus to teach me a few new spells. And I dug up a couple more from his spellbooks when he wasn't looking. Anyway, I heard Will Mossfeld is doing the same act this year, so that should help my chances.
Oh, gods. Not the pixie impressions again.
Not the pixies! No! Okay. We have the whole day ahead of us. What's our first stop?
We sign up with Georg in the village square. Come on!
Fantastic. Okay, we need to go see Georg, and I believe... Yeah, that's him right there. There's some children there. I love children. Okay, let's go see what's going on. Hey, Georg!
And the blight. You're sure it's spreading, Orlin?
It's no blight, Georg. It's something else. There's no mold, no rot. It's like the crops don't want to grow. Like they haven't the guts to up and face the sun.
What do the druids say?
Well, it's just a rub, Georg. There's no druids to be found, not head nor heel. It used to be they'd warned me of troubles, long before I noticed the signs myself. But this time, we're out in silence. You think we ought to say something? Everyone's gathered for the fair, even from the outlying farms.
No. They ought to be free from cares, at least for a day. We'll go round tomorrow. Talk to the households one by one.
Right you are, Georg. Tomorrow, then.
Aha! I've been wondering when I'd see my two most promising young fighters. Oh, and you too, Miss Fern. Whole militia's pulling for the three of you. Well, except for the Mossfeld lads, but no one pays them any mind. It's your last year to compete, isn't that right?
That's right. What are the rules this year?
Rules are the same as ever. Win 3 of the 4 events, and you win the Harvest Cup. Win all 4, and the village council grants you a special prize.
And nobody's done that since old Cormac.
Cormac, I remember him vaguely.
Oh, that boy was a legend. Oh, I'm sure there's 100 Cormacs in a city like Neverwinter. But for this town, he was as big as folks get.
Old Cormac fought Lon Starling in the brawl, and some story that was. But I don't suppose you have time for stories just now.
What are this year's events?
Well, there's the Harvest Brawl. Old favorite, that one. And the Tourney of Talent. But you've got Amy on your team, so you're certain to win.
Thanks, Georg.
Just the truth, young lady.
Your foster father's running the archery competition, as always, and I managed to convince Tarmus to supervise the Knaves Challenge. I guess the Knaves Challenge will be your toughest event, though the Mossfeld boys might say otherwise.
All right, we're ready to start.
If you have any troubles, you know where to find me. Oh, and good luck in the brawl!
Really quick, I want to see if I have that feat. Weapon, there it is, weapon finesse. Using light weapons, using strength. Yes, that's the one I was thinking of. Okay, oh, yeah, don't right click. I'm so used to right clicking things. Nope, right click them. And I paused. Such professionalism, come on. Now we're gonna get back to this area here because, well, we're not even gonna touch it right now. We might lose hard. There's our foster father, and here's Thomas. Let's get the hard one out of the way. Knaves.
Enjoying the fair? Packs of feral children set loose to find trinkets. Grown men braining one another with clubs. Do you know they're actually granting prizes for the fattest pig? As if the creatures needed encouragement.
Good to see you too, Thomas.
I expect you are here for the aptly named Knaves Challenge. Surrounded by muck and reek, and why not encourage our children to be thieves as well? That's what I always tell them. Come to think of it, I don't believe any of you has the skills to compete. Not that I'm complaining, mind you, but you'll need to find someone who can pick pockets and break locks and search for hidden trinkets if you want to compete.
Lock breakers? Pocket pickers? I don't know anyone like that. Do you?
One of the children, perhaps.
What about Kip? He's always nicking vials from Tarmus, and he's right over there behind the tent.
And so he is. You're that dark elf, the one who lives with the sour-faced ranger. Do I frighten you? I've got to do it. Nah, nobody frightens me. I've been chased around by near everyone in town, and I'm way quicker than any of them. We were wondering if you'd like to join our team. What, really? You mean compete for the cup? But I'm just a kid. I mean, I'm old enough to be on a team and all. Yes, really, we want you to join our team. Hey, brilliant! Sorry for beating that big lummox on the head all those times. Didn't mean any harm by it. He's just funny when he gets angry. That was you? Every day during drills, I get hit by acorns and it was this kid. I can't believe nobody told me. You and Georg had me thinking it was pixies. Let's just stay focused on winning. Come on, Cat. Get...
Isn't that the boy who stole my basilisk eyelash? And not once, but 4 times.
That's right. My frog needed eyelashes. Then I got him a sweetheart and she needed him too.
Sorry, Tarmus. You just joined our team.
Don't trouble yourself on my account. I'll settle with the young artiste and his frogs later. Before you begin, I suppose you'll want to hear the rhyme.
What rhyme?
You hadn't heard? Better for me if I'd kept my peace. Georg asked for a rhyme this year. That's what wizards do. We compose rhymes. Here, I'll demonstrate. I've hidden 3 feathers, scattered them wide, placed white in a box, and locked it inside. Blue followed termite tracks down where they ran, green in the pocket of same-colored man.
What in the realms does that mean?
It's a riddle, right, Tarmus? The white feathers locked in a box, the blue feathers hidden beneath something. Probably something that would attract termites.
Intelligence, and with green feathers in someone's pocket. Someone just in...
Yes, you have the right of it. But you'll have to take the feather from the fellow's pocket without him noticing. That's the challenge.
Thanks, Tarmus. We'll be back with the feathers. So yes, apparently West Town is, encouraging people to be thieves. Hardly ever make a rogue. If you're a rogue, and you have, like, skills in the right areas, you don't need to worry about it. Okay, Kip, come over here. Look, there! Something's under them logs.
Yep.
Really wish you wouldn't do that. Captured! The old wizard trapped them logs. We can't get what's underneath them as long as the trap's in place. I've got past his traps before, though, and they were the dangerous kind. Bet you I can get past this one, too. Disarming trap. Oh, finally. I'll be taking that. And let's move that over to me. Come on, move. There we go. And there's the box. Just unlock it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Kip. You are doing a fantastic job. And yeah, that was it. And now we need to find somebody in green. Let's just keep... Oh, there he is. Would you look at that? Let's go stealth mode. The man in green.
Green in the pocket of...
Yes, yes, we're all aware. Damn. 4. Go get him. Stealth mode. Set him failure. Come on. There we go. That is the feathers for the Knaves
Get
challenge.
in line. Follow me.
Oh yeah, let's get you out of stealth mode so that way you're actually gonna
Get in
keep
line.
Up.
Follow me.
If you prefer to use WASD or use the mouse to click to go wherever, well, the game supports both. If we have somebody just click everywhere, like I might just click on him just to go places. Well, that was the hard one out of the way.
It really is a dreadful day for a fair. Not even the tents are managing to look cheerful.
We've brought the 3 feathers.
Thank the gods. The Knaves challenge is won, and I can go someplace dry. I'd kiss all of you, but no one respects an affectionate wizard.
Best of luck getting dry. This is a swamp after all.
No need to remind me. I try never to leave my home, unless I'm looking for a bath.
Okay, that was so funny. That was really funny. Okay, Daeyoung Farlow.
So, you've decided to compete for the cup, I see. I know this is your last year, but the rules apply to all. Even foster sons. Fetch a crossbow.
Before we do that, we need to talk to Galen. He's right here. You can do it on your way, and you can do it whenever you want. Just... What? A dark elf? Here? Wait, you're Dagon's ward, aren't you? I've forgotten. Gave you quite a scare, you did. Even in Neverwinter, we hear tales about that affair in Waterdeep. Dark elves invading the city from Undermountain, slaying people in the streets. Not that you were involved in any of that. Yeah, this follows right after the events of the first game, and that's a bit of a spoiler. I've brought some furs from Dagon. Ah, good! Dagon's a reliable sword. Always has the highest quality furs. You can't imagine the demand in Neverwinter, relatively speaking. I hadn't forgotten his Duskwood bow either. I always come, though. You tell Dagon that. I'll warn you, the bow is a bit pricey, but it's fine workmanship. Sneaked it across the Luskan border. You bought the bow in Luskan? No, no, no! From a village called Ember. They're good folk. Just ended up on the wrong side when the maps got drawn. Fine bowers, too. Ready to trade? Now, what we need to do is we need to click and drag. And then confirm. Click over. And I'll be taking you. Thank you. There we go. That's one quest done. We'll just, go ahead and tell them that.
Fetch a crossbow from the barrel and shoot the practice target.
I brought the Duskwood bow for you.
A fine bow. A fine one. Made by one who loves his craft. You may keep the rest of the gold as your allowance for the season. Now, go and equip yourself with a...
Yes, you told me that. No, for the season? 83 gold for a full season? That doesn't seem like it'll last. Let's equip our ammunition. Let's equip the crossbow.
How about
Very good.
There we go. I shot through him into the target.
Are you ready to compete then?
I love this stuff. Yes, I'm ready.
The rules are the same as last year. 10 shots and 10 targets. Your targets will be old bottles, set atop the crates yonder. 5 is the best score so far. If you remember the lessons that have been taught to you, you should be able to best that.
Yeah, all the dexterity stuff in fencing practice, right? Because that's what we are, we fence. We use bows, yeah, I know. Okay, that's 1 target down. That's 2 targets down. 3 targets down.
How about thee?
4.
Leave me be.
5.
That's it for you. Take that.
I don't want to jinx anything, so I'm not even going to say a word about what's going on. 3 ammunition left.
How about thee? That's it for you. Take that.
All 10 targets. Oh yeah, we're so good.
Well done. A perfect score wins the competition outright. I've rarely seen such a fine performance so early in the day. You have a marksman's instinct. That much is plain. Go on now. There's still more of the fair to see.
I just have some really good hand dexterity, because I use a rapier or a saber, or whichever one that works. Alright, Retta Starling. Quick, quick, they're all waiting for you, dear. Waiting for me? Of course, juggling and puppetry are well and good, but the children do want to see magic, and so do I. Come on, Amy, your public awaits. Okay, push F to get your quick casting bar up. Summoning spell would be an awfully nice start. There's like 0 way for you to screw this up, by the way. You win this outright. It's like the easiest you can ever do. An enlargement spell, right? Well, let's enlarge the cat.
Yay!
And I already know the last one, because I've done this tutorial about 20 million times. Cast a ray of frost or an acid splash on the barrel. Let's use ray of frost, because I don't want to splash any acid stuff. That was brilliant, young lady. Absolutely brilliant. I've not seen such a display of magic since, well... Mother, you alright? It's been a long time. Never mind that. You 3 are most certainly the winners of the contest. That was quite a thrill for all of us. Oh, and I nearly forgot. Tarmus gave me these scrolls. He said I should give them to his apprentice and her friends if they won the talent show. Say, that was quite the show. Oh, leg spike. You're good with that magic, young Amy. More than passing skillful, if you ask me. Though I know you didn't. I wonder if you might have a look at a pig. Pig? Hey, that great hulking brute of Louis Jones. His prize pig, he calls it, but I call it a trick, a cheat. I've never seen that hog before, and I have an eye for hogs, as folk will tell you. I say he's been magicked, ensorcered, but I can't prove it myself. Alright, let's take a look at this. Well, let's take a look. They say a kiss can break the charm. Magical pigs, Orlando. Well, we'll do it if Amy's willing. Give my magical opinion? Of course. I mean, it's probably some sort of transmutation. I'd love to see how they did it. I much appreciate that. He's the big one now in the end. Find any magic on him, come back and tell me straight away. Okay, let's... Well, we don't need the crossbow anymore, and we can't use these. So let's just click and drag. Oh, yeah. See... Info... Oh, are we still level 1? Well, let's level up everyone else. Because they will help. Most of them will help. Especially in the Harvest Pool. Kip will do nothing.
Yes?
Okay, so let's come back here. Am I level 1 still? Yeah, I am level 1. Okay, so I have a reduced experience
Well,
rate.
Orland's right. This pig's been enchanted. It's a faint aura, so it could have been a simple enlargement spell, or maybe a potion.
Can you dispel?
Well, Retta did give us a scroll of Lesser Dispel. All I'd have to do is read the words.
Wait a minute. Shouldn't we say something to Louis? He's a foul old wretch. But we ought to give him a chance to withdraw his pig from the contest before he's shamed in front of everyone.
Good point. We'll talk to Louis first. Alright, Louis, I have something to say. And what's the militia want with Louis Johns? My pig is over there. Admire him, not me. So, who sold you the enlargement potion? You trying to suggest I cheated, boy? Well, saying a thing is one matter and proving it another. I say you're a liar, spreading tales for that mutton-headed Orland. Spent all years crowning about how he'll win this contest. Fixed to beat him, and he's paid you just a lot to slander me. Of course, could be that I'd pay you better to shut your mouths and to tell Orland that I'm no cheat. No deal. Withdraw your hog from the contest or we'll dispel the enchantment. Look here. What do you care about folk like Orland, eh? These villagers, most of them whisper prayers to God, to the gods wherever you pass. They say you're a natural, that your kind belong under the ground, not above it. You don't owe them nothing, Elvin. I don't owe you anything either. You can keep your bride, right? Mark me, Elvin, you'll always be an enemy to common folk, whether you play the hero or not. End of the day comes, it's your face that they'll see, and it's your face they'll judge you by. Wow, I've never gotten that dialogue option before. Now be off before I tell your father how you've been slandering me and my pig. That was really cool. I really like that. However, we are going to dispel this pig. Because, you know, he flat out insulted me.
Yes?
Hell's take you! Look what you've done to my pig! In this game, there's hell is an actual place, and that's what he's referring to. Hey, Orland. Did you see the expression on that hog's face? Had a few glorious hours of being a big porker, lording it over his seniors, but now he's back to his poor little self. I bet there'll be some uncomfortable moments in the big stag tonight. And I'd say that's the last time anybody tries to magic a hog in this contest. Hate to see old Louis shame, but he brought it on himself. How about something for our trouble then? Have some of this. It's pork, jerky, tough, dry meat, but it tastes like the heavens and keeps longer than bad memories. That is a long time. Good food for the road if you ever plan on taking a long walk. Thanks, Orland. No trouble at all. Alright. How much?
What's up? I would say yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna require a lot of experience before I level up. I guess I should have seen that one coming. The Morning Lord grants a fine day, even for a brawl. He likes you, Harper, I think. Lord, they do say he has a sense of humor. And a good one, too! Lathander delights in contests of physical skill. People forget that. Though I completely forgot about the events in Waterdeep when I made this character. I beat that game like so many times, but I don't have the disc for it anymore. I'd have to buy it off the website. Though I must admit, a few such contests are quite as enthusiastic as the Why are you running the brawl? In truth, I volunteered. Otherwise, I'd be racing from the church at every bout, mending cuts and setting bones to right. Better that I'm on hand to do Lathander's work and to see what all is fought in fairness. Have there been injuries already? A few scrapes and broken bones mostly, at the hands of the Mossfields. Poor Garth Lennon is but a wisp of a boy, but still he insisted upon facing the lads twice his size in the ring. Broken bones are easily mended by the Morning Lord's grace. Not so for broken pride. I wish we had magic. We're ready to fight? Practice bit first. There are practice dummies just over there. Once you've finished off a dummy, I'll send you into the ring. And you'll need to arm yourselves with a training club. I've left several clubs in the barrel here next to me. By several, he means 3. And you guys get him because Kip will not be joining me. He will not be joining us in the ring. There's the pork jerky.
Yes, indeed.
Let's equip everybody with clubs. Everybody. If I had dual wielding, I would be using 2 clubs.
Yeah.
Practice dummy.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait until he's deaded. Until he's deadified.
Yeah.
There we go. Well done. When you're ready to enter the ring, come and speak to me. The Lannon twins and their elder sister will be your first opponents today. Before we start, we'll go over the rules. Yes, go ahead. This shouldn't be much different than sparring in the practice field with the rest of the militia. I expect a clean fight, just as Georg would. Only melee attacks are permitted. No arrows and no magic. You may fight barehanded, or you may arm yourself with a training club. Oh, sorry about that. Mouse cord kind of got all wonky. But the choice is yours. And finally, no bets. I understand, we're ready to fight. Well, Thunder's strength be with you then. There we go. And now, since we are skilled in parrying, let's start parrying. Bunk. Ammo deactivated. That was fast. That was well fought, all 3 of you. But I fear the gods have granted you few competitors this year. The Mossfield brothers are the only team still in contention. Right, we don't need healing actually. We're ready to fight the Mossfields. They wait you at the edge of the ring. Tell Wild that you're ready and I'll begin the final fight. Really quick, I've never really used parry before. What skill does parry go off of? Parry. Holy crap! Oh, a dexterity, of course, and plus 11 to it. Holy crap! We'll be blocking all the things. And what's this? They're letting filthy drow compete in the brawl? Ha ha ha! I tell you, brothers, this fair has gone to the dogs. It has. Stow it, Mossfield. You're not smart enough to be funny. Who asked you, you ratty little orphan? Always tagging after Ellie. It's like a bloodfly singing his Rican praises. It's a shame those demons didn't burn you up along with your parents. That's enough. If you got a problem, you can take it up with me. Fine then. You want my title? You fight my brothers. We beat this brawl 3 years running. About time you've stalled long enough. If you're so eager to fight, why not raise the stakes a bit? Make a friendly wager. Wait a minute. Well, that's against the rules. We can't do that. Brother Marion said so, remember? No bets. Sorry, Mossfield. I don't trust you to pay up. Come on, brothers. We'll fight these cowards anyway.
Please don't hurt me.
Parry mode activated. Oh! Ow! Knock him out, please.
You die here and now.
He's a fighter, so he can. There we go. What are you doing, Bevel? We cannot take a hit. Look at that, one hit nearly dead him in. 8, have health. Come on, hit him. There, critical hit! Oh my word. Well done, all 3 of you. The townsfolk compare you to Kromek, and it seems they aren't mistaken. I haven't seen such prowess in years. You've won the brawl, and you've won the cup as well. Georg will want to see you at once. Thank the gods, Elliot, for truly they have shown you favor today. So, yeah, before we go any further, no, okay, let's rest up then. I was hoping he was going to give us some healing, but no, that's fine, that's fine. Let's go. Georg Redfell.
Well played, well played. You've won the cup, and all 4 events. Nobody's done that since Cormac. That warrants a special reward, of course. I have a harvest cloak for you, courtesy of the village council. It'll be yours at the end of the day. If there's anything you wanted to do before the award ceremony, now's the time. Maybe a mug of harvest mead to celebrate, eh?
Or maybe some well-deserved bragging. What's the point of winning if you don't get a chance to gloat?
I'll meet you at the stage when you're ready for the victory speech. Now, I'm off.
And everyone levels again. Except for me, I'm halfway there. Level up. Next. Next. Great fortitude, okay.
I.
Defense, transmutation, let's get our spells. There we go. And let's level up Kip, because why not? Even though we'll never see him again.
Yes?
Focus short sword, like you're gonna get a short sword. Oh yeah, we don't need club equipped anymore, so I'll just deal with that. Nope, nope. There we go. Look at that, everybody's coming. We won the Harvest Cup, we managed to do it. Hey, Tarmus.
Best I keep quiet, lest anyone think me sociable.
And you're a great guy, too.
Gather round, mates. Gather round. This harvest fair's a celebration, but it's also a dark anniversary. We all know what else happened on this day. Not so long ago, we nearly lost this village. Almost lost our lives. Almost lost it all. But we came back. Cleared burnt farms. Buried our dead. And put our ashes behind us. And we rebuilt. Tougher and stronger than ever. Long as there's a harvest fair, we won't forget that day. And our young folks, they'll stay tough. Long as they compete for the Harvest Cup. So let's hear it for this year's winners. 3 cheers for the Harvest Champions! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
Oh, okay. And now we move on to the first chapter, because I guess I skipped it. I'm sorry, I apologize. It's supposed to be like a blue sapphire with a big old 1 underneath it. Like Roman numeral for 1, which I guess is a 1. Dip, when a barbarian's rage ends, he or she will be temporarily fatigued. During this time, the barbarian will suffer penalties to physical abilities.
The village is under attack! West Harbor is under attack! You're safe!
I have to wait.
Grab a weapon. We need to help defend the village.
What's going on?
All I know is that we're under attack, and as militiamen, we're duty-bound to aid with the defense. Georg's trying to organize the defense, but it's pretty chaotic. We've already lost some villagers, and a few homes have been put to the torch.
We better hurry. I saw some of them following us on our way here. They're likely to hit this house next.
Where's my equipment?
It's in that chest, next to your bed. You keep everything in there, remember? Hurry up and arm yourself. The longer we wait, the more we put the village at risk.
Chest, there's nothing there. Yeah, if anyone who has played Neverwinter Nights before has had this issue, can someone please tell me how to fix that? That's pretty annoying. But, regardless, I'm gonna have to end it here. Yeah. Cliffhanger, what happens next? What's attacking the village? If you want to know, leave a like on the video that tells me you want to see what happens. And I'll be seeing you guys later. Farewell, travelers.